What's going on, guys? It's your boy D to the E, and today we are talking about the Shadowlands. The Shadowlands are here. There's been lots of videos out there, but I want to give my two takes. My two takes. The bells have rung. I got my gloves off. We are ready to start swinging because the Shadowlands are here. Bolvar is still licking his wounds. Sylvanas has drank too much Kool-Aid. For real. She put hella sugar, no ice up in that cup because she is gone haywire and just opened up the whole world from just like, what? Like, yeah, it happened. Did it really? It did. Did you see it? I did. There's the video. Yo, let's get into this. So what are the Shadowlands? What is it? What's going on there? What's going on there? So check it out. The Shadowlands is basically where everybody goes when they die. When people die, when everybody dies, your soul goes into this esoteric, nightmarish, crazy realm. Basically, it's like the spiritual planes teeming with souls of the dead passed on from the world of the living. And it's where people go to get sorted out depending on how they live their life. They're kind of sorted out and they get put into different areas. And, that's basically what the Shadowlands is. Now, the whole concept of the expansion is predicated on the fact of Sylvanas has got this goal that we just now found out what she's kind of doing and what she's, her general overall plan from the get-go. And it basically entails, it breaks down like this. Check it out. So, Sylvanas killed herself a long time ago, like 10 years ago, something like that. She jumped off the Ice Crown Tower after Arthas was killed. And, she basically went to the MAW. That's where she was. She's being tormented, saw a bunch of things she didn't really want to see. You know what I'm saying? She should have ate her vegetables. That's what happens when you eat your vegetables. You see things you don't want to see. And she was approached by Valkyr, who were also trapped into the Ice Crown situation because Arthas and whatnot, but Arthas was gone. They was like, we're trapped. We'll make you a deal. They made a bargain to one of the Valkyr would take Sylvanas' place in the MAW, or, and Sylvanas could go back and be part of the living. Now, we think sometime either during this time or after this time, Sylvanas was approached by an evil ancient being. The motivations of this we'll get into in just a minute, but she takes this offer and comes back to the world of the living, and she's then off and set off on this dead path like she is on it. She's got her horse and she's charging up. She's got 3 big backs and 2 bags and a cowboy hat that don't fit. And she's like, you know what? I'm on this, man. I'm killing everybody. Everybody gonna die. It was like, everybody gonna die. But she didn't tell you that. She didn't tell you that. Masterful technician. She lied to my face like my ex. I'm still mad. And basically comes back and you're following her, and all of a sudden, the Battle of Lordaeron is kind of where it took off, and she puts all these things into place. Actually, no, before the Battle of Lordaeron, it was actually Teldrassil when she burned down the tree. That's where it kind of took off. She kills all these people, all these women and children and things like that. And that was the first time I remember as a player thinking to myself, what is this girl thinking? Who's somebody? Give her, it's like one of those commercials where she was hangry and did eat her Snickers. I wanted to get her Snickers so she would calm down. Because I remember doing a video like that when she was like, burn it. And I was like, this ain't Seth Rollins' moment. What you talking about? Like, this ain't WWE. She was like, RKO out of nowhere. She was like, burn this. I was like, okay, cool, let's burn it. No, she want to burn. Let's have a big bonfire. And they burned the whole tree down, and everybody dies. We now come to find out that this was all planned. This was an intricate plan. They had it all laid out. It was like, boom, boom, boom. Check it out. My masterful plan. Sylvanas written up top in crayon. She was killing everybody. She was trying to get as many souls as she could to go to the Shadowlands. Why? We'll get to that. As we go through Teldrassil, as we go through Lordaeron, all these different battles, using the Blight, all these different things, getting as many deaths as she can, killing everybody as she can. She starts to gain power. She starts to get stronger. She's got so many situations that happens. Just like in Lordaeron, when the Alliance thought they had her cornered, she was like, you ain't even know. I done seen death. I done been in the darkness with no flashlight. Batteries died. Didn't even need them. I didn't even need Siri or Alexa. I was on top of everything. Shoot, they made me a deal I couldn't pass up. I signed a 5-year, $25 million contract. Kobe, eat your heart out. LeBron can't touch it. Michael Jordan wishes. And she was just like sitting in the chair, just chilling. Just give her a Mai Tai and 2 back rubs. And she just took off. And you kind of see, like, at that time, not knowing this information, you looking at her like, what? People was just, we was getting split up. The horde was like, yo, somebody give her bad top ramen. Why is Sylvanas tripping? She was tripping, right? She was tripping, right? She was tripping. And so as the story goes on, as we get to kind of like the Sour Fang situation, and, he's going off. I did a video about that like way back, and he's coming back, and Sour Fang shows up, and he's like, you tripping, so let's go. We gonna fight this up. I'm gonna hit you up just like Homeboy did to Gul'dan back in the movie. I'm gonna show the horde that you not worth following, whatever. But we didn't even know at this point that she didn't even care because she's got all this power. So she ends up accepting a Makara and just like was dancing around this fool like he was just like a wooden dummy. Like he looked like Hulk swinging at Thanos. Like it looked like it was that in that moment you're just like, what? Like what is this? Why? How could she just swish swash like Swiss cheese in this fool? Like nothing. With this smirk, just playing, like toying with him, like Pinocchio, just toying with him, and you've just like, how is this girl so powerful, and then she shows up to Ice Crown, and you see her approach the Lich King, and I was there at BlizzCon, y'all. I was there front row seat, as I said in my last video. I was there. I was so excited. I was like, oh my god, BlizzCon. And you see the Lich King, you see Sylvanas, you like, you're not supposed to be there. What you doing there, Sylvanas? What you doing? You about to get smashed. About to get smashed. So what are you doing? And so they get into a fight, and she just dances around this guy, like giving him dance lessons. Like, you must not Googled me. I'm Sylvanas. I got sleeves all kinds of. I'm tactician extraordinaire, right? And you just see these chains coming out, these powers just start showing up. She just start developing powers. Like, she just start coding her own power. Like, she got a laptop, and she's like, hold on 1 second. Let me just code this power for me. Chains on cue from Arrow after keybind. Boom. And you just like, this king was like, hey, what is this hack stuff, man? What's this chain stuff? You Dark Ranger. You're not supposed to have no chains. You're not a jailer. See what I did there? And, as the cinematic goes on, you guys all seen it. She goes and she's using her twistiness and she's playing Twister with her arm, and she's like, red head blue, green arm yellow, take the helmet. And it's like, you don't even deserve this, and just pulled it away, right? So this whole time we've been asking, what's been going on? How'd she get this power? Well, it comes down to the one who actually controls the MAW, going back to what the MAW is. So let's talk about what the MAW. The MAW is basically a realm in the Shadowlands where they house the most horrific people who have done the most atrocious things in their lifetime or their existence. When they die, they go to the MAW. So check it out. So normally you would go to a judge. That judge would then hear your case, Judge Judy style. You know what I mean? Just getting on ghetto-fied. He stole my money. He owed me this. Why you take care of your baby? And she basically judges you. Bow. She's like, you go XYZ. We gonna Harry Potter you right now. We gonna put the sorting hat on top of your head, and the sorting hat is going to tell you where you go. That's basically how it goes down, right? But see, back in the Burning Legion 3rd invasion of Azora, the machine of death was broken somehow. We don't know how. Still trying to get that Carfax going, trying to figure it out. But the machine was broken, and when that machine got broken, when people die now, they just go straight to the MAW. All the souls are going into the MAW like this. They weave it. They just weave it. So you could be like a good person. You know what I mean? You live your life so great. You pay your bills, you pay your taxes, you wash your car, you take your girl out on Saturday night for no reason. You don't buy her nothing, but you take her out anyway. Make her buy her own peanut butter and jelly sandwich at McDonald's. And you do everything that a man is supposed to do. Right? Girl, whatever, boy, And when you die, you end up in the most atrocious place that ever existed. You end up in hell itself. That's basically the concept of what's happening here. You get what I'm saying? You get my drift? Okay. So you in this place. And it's basically a horrific place of houses. It's the most vile and indescribable place of existence. It's like a big jail, inescapable, controlled by he that shall be known as the Jailer. Now, the Jailer is the source, wait for it, of Sylvanas' power. We know this. If you didn't know, now you know. If you don't know, now you know. Biggie said it right. The Jailer is the source of Sylvanas' power. So somewhere in the story of the Edge of Night, or a little bit after that, the Jailer somehow got a hold of Sylvanas, probably called her up on a cell phone, and was like, what's up, Sylvanas? She was like, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? And she's like, yo, I'm the Jailer. He's like, yeah, I know who you is, caller ID. And Jailer was like, check it out. I'm chained up. We're going to get into that just a second. you need to like hit me up. Check it out. If you go kill people, I'm gonna hook you up with some power. Like I'm gonna just hook you up. Like I'm gonna just 619 it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna send you a care package. You just go ahead, just open it up, dial 6 buttons, hit the little thing. Your thing's gonna explode. You gonna glitter. The next thing you know, you're gonna be able to swirl and play Twister with your hand. And she was like, oh snap. Okay, well yeah, let's go ahead and do that. That's kind of the gist of what went down, y'all. We don't know how it happened. We don't know. It's not out yet. We don't know. But that's basically what went down. So now, we don't know why the jailer is doing this. Why does the jailer need all these souls? Why is he cornering the market? Why did he know something insider trading? Because see, these souls have an essence, kind of like a power called enema, right? This enema is what's used to power the Shadowlands. It's the lifeblood, right? And when one side is taking all the souls, all the other sides are getting weaker, and they're gonna, basically not cease to be able to function. They're not going to be able to, they're not getting what they need to get. So clearly causing a problem, right? But why? Some would speculate that maybe the jailer did not choose his job and he is being shackled down from the get-go. Kind of think of it like a, as I read kind of earlier, maybe he was charged with something from the Titans. Maybe he has been chained there with the duty in charge with guarding all of these horrible souls from being able to escape, which in theory you would think, well, that would be maybe a good job. Maybe you're supposed to be doing that, but maybe that's a horrible job. I mean, think of like Hades and Zeus. Hades hated that job, man. He hated being, control of the dam. He's like, I'm tired of being around all these people with no jobs, man. Shoot, everybody, groveling, asking me for $5 to get a sandwich. I'm tired of that, man. I want to be around the cool people. I want to be up in Olympus with all the cool people that got all the money. You know what I'm saying? I want to have girls looking at me going, Hades. He got tired of being down there. So maybe the jailer is like, man, I'm sick of this, man. I don't want to be the jailer. I don't even got no color. Look at me. I'm black. I did there. And, maybe, that's one of the things. Or maybe, he wanted to somehow, somehow take over the Shadowlands. Maybe, somehow find a way to get more power. We've seen this concept in the storyline of World of Warcraft in so many situations where people want to take up all the power, become stronger, become the ruler of whatever land that they're encompassing for whatever reasons. We don't know. I'm speculating here. Y'all work with me. And this is all kinds of things. Now, traditionally, what normally would have happened or should have happened is when you die, when a soul goes in, they meet what's called an arbiter. The arbiter then judges the souls, and there's put into things called covenants, which I'll be doing a separate video on as to what those are. It's a whole separate situation, but basically these covenants are kind of split and designed based off of how a person lived their life, and the certain aspects will determine how they get placed. Like I said from Harry Potter, take that hat and we're gonna put you in a house.
Slytherin.
Kind of like that. And when the machine was broken, that chain, that whole concept was broken. Like I said, so they're all going to the MAW. So this is how the expansion has been set up, the information that we've been given so far, how things are going to go, how Sylvanas was able to beat Bolvar so easily was because she's encompassed the power of the jailer. How was she able to rip the helmet so easily was because, Arthas's helmet and Frostmourne, they're byproducts of the Shadowlands through the demons and things like that that were created from the Shadowlands. And so all this power comes from the jailer, right? So if you think of Arthas as a finger, an extension of the jailer, or his power, the Death Knights and all that as a finger, Sylvanas was like a hand. You know what I'm saying? She just kind of like took the finger and broke it and threw it away because she had more power than the Lich King had, because she was granted it from all the souls that she'd given, which, let's just get real, challenge soul enough, that was a lot of souls, so you can just imagine what kind of power she truly had to be able to destroy that helm. So that helm being a key, opening up a doorway into ripping the fabric, the very layers, very dimension between life and death. And now here we sit, getting ready to learn more about how this is going to go down. Now, I will be doing another video kind of getting into the nitty-gritty of other things within the Shadowlands, but this is just a general idea of what the Shadowlands is about. Let me tell you something, man. It's going crazy, man. Everything's crazy. Gatling guns just shooting in every direction. I'm liking it so far. Everything is cool about it. Now, there's going to be a lot of lore in this expansion. I can already kind of tell, bringing back all the other characters that have already died. Just think of the possibilities that they could do. There's so many possibilities of bringing back characters that have already died and kind of re-seeing old characters that we, kind of saw get either destroyed or killed, either raid boss related or what have you between stories. There's just so much they can do with this, and it's very exciting. And I'm probably going to be a lot more into doing more videos this expansion, more so than I was in BFA. I just kind of got lost in BFA, but this expansion seems exciting. But as it stands right now, it still doesn't answer these very pressing questions of, how does the Arbiter decide which covenant a person goes to? See, the Arbiter is an ancient, mysterious being. Her existence predates all memory, is what it says. All memory. So no one remembers anything about this. Either the memory was wiped, nothing's written down, or she's just so old she sat behind nobody in 3rd grade. If her existence predates the Titans, then that is old, like real old. So according to some accounts, when the souls are brought before the Arbiter, it's all of the contents, the deeds, the misdeeds, the thoughts, the accomplishments, and the failures are instantly laid before, absorbed, and understood by her. So the moment you entered in, just everything you've done, she just absorbs it. Just like the dude from Twilight. And then the Arbiter sends your soul off to one of the infinite realms in Shadowlands determined by the soul's character. So, this is where we stand. And this is who basically whispered into Vol'jin's ear, make Sylvanas the war chief. Right? We thought it was an old god or Bonsamdi and all these other people, but no, it was the jailer. The jailer was spinning disc into, the jailer was being MIB up in Vol'jin's ear. Check, we're gonna make Sylvanas war chief. You got that copy? Yes, man, I copy. And he's like, you shall be the war chief. And Sylvanas was like, what? It came true. It worked. I can't believe it worked. She was trying to cover her. She's trying to stay, like one of those things that kind of like Ocean's 10, with they was trying to make it seem like, we got to make sure that people win and the machine needs to know that they won,
You drop these.
Go ahead, I got a plan to catch. Actually, try this one. It's been paying out.
I won! Look at this!
Kind of like that. So, it's going to be crazy, man. There's a lot of things going on. Really want to see who this jailer is. What was his motivation? Why was this happening? What do you guys think? I mean, I don't know. I guess we're going to see. But that does it for me in this video. We're going to check you with more Shadowlands content, more Diablo 4 content when it comes out, when I get some more stuff on it. And it's definitely Overwatch 2, because it's Overwatch 2. So we're going to keep it going back into Blizzard. And if you like the video, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate, the love and support that you guys are showing me. And I'll keep them coming. I'm super excited about Shadowlands. I'm very passionate about World of Warcraft again, which is good to be, because it's been in my life for so long. It's been a very near and dear part of my life. So I'm gonna keep it coming. So I'll check you guys in the next video. This is your man D to the E. Peace out.